All right, today we're jumping into one of the most fascinating and, yeah, sometimes confusing cards in the tarot deck, the Seven of Cups. This is a card that's all about dreams, big choices, and that really tricky line between fantasy and reality. So let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever just stood there completely frozen because you had too many options? So many different doors, so many potential paths that you just don't move at all? If you've ever felt that, then you've basically already shaken hands with the Seven of Cups.
Because really, at its heart, the Seven of Cups is the ultimate what-if card. It's that exact moment when your imagination just goes wild, showing you all these incredible pictures of what you could be or what you could do. It's a card that's bursting with potential, but also the potential for total paralysis. Okay, so let's nail down a clear definition here. The Seven of Cups shows up when you're facing this dizzying array of options. It's all about your dreams and your imagination, but it's also about the very real challenge of having to actually pick one path when they all seem to be shimmering with promise. Now, when this card pops up in its upright position, it's kind of like you've walked into a world of pure potential. It's that allure of fantasy, where everything feels possible and your daydreams are just so vivid and exciting. But as you're about to see, there's a catch. What's so interesting here is how these keywords kind of tell a story, don't they? It starts out great, right? You've got multiple possibilities, you're dreaming, but it can really quickly slide into just wishful thinking, illusion, and the big one, procrastination. And that is the real trap of the upright Seven of Cups. The problem isn't a lack of options, it's having way too many. You feel scattered, you can't really focus on any one thing because your mind is constantly being pulled towards all the other things you could be doing instead. Think about it in terms of your career. This card could be a fantastic sign, maybe multiple job offers or different ways to move up. But here's the kicker. Spending all your time brainstorming amazing ideas is totally useless if you never actually pick one and start building it. And in love? Well, it can go a couple of ways. If you're single, you could have a lot of potential partners, which sounds awesome, right? But if you're in a relationship, this card can be a warning that you're spending more time in a fantasy world with an idealized version of your partner, instead of connecting with the real person who's right there. So here's the bottom line. Your imagination is an incredible tool. It's where everything great starts. But the Seven of Cups is that friend who gently reminds you that a dream is going to stay a dream forever unless you take real, concrete steps to make it happen. Okay, so that's the world of endless, shimmering possibilities. But what happens when the fog starts to clear, when all those fantasies begin to dissolve and reality comes knocking at the door? When you flip this card over, bam, you get a reality check. The party's over, the illusions are gone, and now you have to deal with what's actually real. This is where fantasy finally meets focus. And this just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? If upright is about getting lost in a fantasy of indecision, reversed is all about finding clarity. It's about finding the power to be decisive. You're not floating in the clouds anymore. Your feet are firmly back on the ground. Now, this is super interesting because the reversed card isn't automatically a good thing. It really represents one of two very different paths. Path 1, you get that clarity and you finally move forward. Or path 2, you're faced with the consequences of not acting sooner and you feel trapped. The positive path, man, it feels so good. It's that aha moment. After feeling so lost and all over the place, suddenly you see the right choice with total clarity. All the noise just fades away, and you know exactly what you need to do next. It's incredibly empowering. But then there's the other side of that coin. That heavy feeling of being completely and utterly stuck. And this is the tougher side of the reversed Seven of Cups. This is the ouch moment. It's the feeling of regret. Maybe you feel trapped in a job because you let all those other opportunities just drift by. It's that painful realization that while you were busy dreaming, the real chances passed you by. Health is such a perfect real-world example of this. You might have been ignoring how certain habits were affecting you, kind of living in denial. The reversed card is like that wake-up call from your body or maybe your doctor that says, okay, the fantasy is over, it's time to get real and take back control. So after all that, what's the big takeaway here? It really all boils down to one thing, finding that crucial balance between your imagination and your will to take action. This table just breaks it down perfectly. Imagination is essential, right? It's the blueprint. But action, that's the builder who actually makes it happen. The whole goal is to use your dreams as a guide, as a map. not as a cozy little room to hide from the real world. And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. No tarot card is ever just good or bad. The Seven of Cups is a mirror. It just reflects back to you how you're currently handling the relationship between your inner world of dreams and the outer world of action.
So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Take a real look at your own life right now. Are your dreams serving as a blueprint for a future that you are actively building? Or have they become a comfortable hiding place from the choices you know you need to make today?